episode of Atheist Shorts, I'd like to tell you a small story. It happened just a couple days ago, and it involves the morality and indoctrination of the children of the local churches in my area. Now, where I live, it's primarily, I believe, almost all 100% Christian denominations of some sort. Well, I took my daughter to the park to play basketball, and there were two church buses full of teenage and younger kids, and some of the chaperones, youth administrators, whatever those people call themselves. But they were just clapping in circles, singing songs about Jesus, playing basketball, playing games, doing whatever, a youth group or something. Well, my daughter and I went to a hoop that was open. I had a regular size basketball, and she had a LeBron James mini basketball. Well, after a little while of playing, a young boy, maybe 5, 6 years old, breaks away from a large group, comes over and asks if he can have a turn. So my daughter passes him her mini basketball. Well, after taking a couple shots and appearing to not really be playing nice, he wasn't taking turns. He kept the ball to himself and didn't talk to us. So then he started walking away. When he took off, he was taking her basketball, and I said, "Hey, can you please leave the basketball? It's not yours. We'd still like to use it." And he just gave me a dirty look and started walking away. So I followed him and I said, "Hey, can I please have my daughter's basketball back?" And he just looked me in the eye and says, "My mom bought this basketball. It's mine. She paid for it with her money. I'm telling on you." So I said, "Fine, let's go talk to your mother, and she'll tell you. You probably have one just like it in your car, or with the adults or whatever." So after a while of walking and following the kid, he just starts walking out into a field for no reason. Well, after getting agitated, I asked him again. I said, "Is your mother hiding in the woods on the other side of the field or what?" He says, "No, I'm not taking you to my mom. You're just going to lie to her." So I just reached forward, took 2 fingers, tapped the basketball out of his hand, took it back. It was obvious he wasn't going to let me talk to his parents. So my daughter said, "Let's go home, Dad." I said, "No, we don't need to have our day ruined by this kid. He's probably just mistaken, misunderstanding, whatever." So we went back to the basketball court. Sure enough, the little boy comes back with his own identical basketball, gives me a dirty look, and starts playing. Well, I just looked over and asked, "So your mother had your basketball, right?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, don't you owe us an apology for saying that we stole your basketball?" He just looks down, and he looks up again and says, "Well, my mother said that since you guys don't go to our church, you don't deserve an apology." So what kind of parents are teaching the kid this? What good would talking to them have even done me? They told him they don't recognize us from their church. I never told him what religion I was, if I went to a church. He didn't even know me from anybody else because he wasn't even old enough to be in school. So he couldn't even say that he knows anything about us. Yet his mother decided that we are not deserving of an apology after being falsely accused of being thieves and liars by this child. I don't think that's a very good lesson to be teaching your children. Please, I wish people would stop telling their children this stuff. They grow up and they pass this on to their kids, and that just makes it worse on everybody.